fuck? It turns out the audio in my last video wasn't that good. So I'm trying to make up for that in this video. In fact, it's about the only thing I had to do to get you guys to comment on my videos. So hopefully this makes up for it and you can hear what I'm saying and everything's going a-okay. So today we're in my workshop. This is where I work through the day when I'm trying to pay for the dream to fill the vault up so I can buy drifty stuff. And there is a legitimate reason why I've got you here first. I'm going to get to that in a moment. I'm sorry about the kind of nick of my workshop at the moment. It's a little bit messy, but we're busy. And today was a really busy day. I got finished up quite late. And I just felt like doing a bit of filming to catch up because we're about to get into the season. We're about to get into SDC. I've booked a round of RDC, which is a retro drift challenge, which is down at Santa Pod, which I'm really looking forward to going and doing. I tried to get into Drift Cup, but the way you have to get into Drift Cup, if you just want to book one event, is there's only 10 spaces, and you literally get like 2 nanoseconds to get your 10 spaces, and I didn't get a space, like so many other people didn't get a space, so I'm not going to pay 900 quid for a season of Drift Cup when the car is going to break after the first round, or it's going to break before the first round again, and it's like, I'm not wasting that money when I waste so much other money. That's not happening. So if I'm on the reserve list, if I'm not going to get to Drift Cup, well, you know, there's other events I can do, and we'll just work away at that. There's a few other things I want to do this year as well with the car, so we're not going to struggle. So the reason why I'm at the workshop is to give you a bit of a look at what I do through the day. So I'm a marine engineer. I fix and work on large fishing vessels. I try to work on fishing vessels, try and fix them, get them away to sea so they can catch fish. It's quite a demanding job. They expect things done within the week, within the day, and when it comes to getting parts, you have to kind of get it next day. I live in Peterhead, which I think the Postal Service still use horse and cart out this way, and it's an absolute nightmare to get a hold of parts. And I know what like a job it is, because customers will be in, oh, can you get the part? Oh yeah, no problem. They've said next day, then like 3 days later the part's still not here, and it just, logistics. My favourite one a customer said to me is, you know, oh, my boat's £1 million business, it's on hold. Well, logistics is a multi-billion pound business, so they're not really worried about that one little part, which is frustrating, and you would think that you could pay a little bit more and they would guarantee the delivery, but it doesn't always happen like that. So my workshop, this is my lathe. It is not super high tech, but it served me good for 5 years in what I've been doing. And I do a lot of refurbishment and likes of these, which are power block crane bases. We disassemble them, we remanufacture the bushing for them. And if we come over here, if I can, no, I'm not getting around there, am I?
We come around this way. A large stock of hydraulic fittings. This is not a promotional video for JC Hydraulics, although if it does get me some business, I'll take that. Yeah, here we go.
So this is a cylinder for one of the cranes we're working on, and the chrome part is remanufactured by myself, and we basically service parts for boats. I mean, this is a hydraulic pump that's a bit of metals went through and exploded, so we had to repair that and get that up and going. So you get the idea. So I work a lot of hours to try and fund the dream, the lifestyle that is driving drift cars, and it's a terrible dream and a terrible lifestyle, and don't do it. Find better things to do with your time, honestly. It's not that bad, I don't think, but if you see me and Stevie, SDC legend Stephen Black, if you see me and him at a drift day, and we're looking depressed, you'll know that the dream's fairly failed for us. So, get to the point. The reason that I'm saying this is that we have a job here, which it doesn't look like much, but it's this big cabinet here. Now, this big cabinet, you can't get in because the forklift's in the way, but it houses a hydraulic power pack that we've made for one of our customers. Now, This is for, like, it's like a manual hoist for lifting creels out of little fishing boats, for catching lobsters and that. And it's on hold at the moment because we've had 3 or 4 breakdowns, boats in that need more attention. We've had the customer coming to us a couple of times asking, you know, how are you getting on with it? And we've you know, regrettably had to say to him, you know, we're stuck doing other work at the moment, but we will get on it as soon as I can. Now, the relevance of this is, at the moment, my differential is at Garage D. And Garage D got my diff in about November. I thought, you know what, give them plenty of time. I'll give them, like, I don't need the diff until like April, you know, it's not a big problem. Now this is coming up to the end of March and I've still not got the diff. I gave them a shout a couple of weeks ago and, oh yeah, no problem, we'll get it to you. And they've been busy. They've been really busy moving their workshop. They've got new premises and they're taking on different types of work. And I know they're busy. Julian Smith himself builds the diffs. It's a complex engineering job, a bit like what we do here with the cranes and the hydraulic stuff. It just can't be done by anybody. We have to really focus attention on it. But in the same way, this is motorsport, and I would have thought that by giving them the diffs in November, they would have been able to get back to me by at least February, but it's going on a little bit. So the point I'm trying to make is I understand why it's not done in time, but in the same way, I think, you know, they could have done a little bit better. But we'll see. Well, like, I'll maybe get back next week. As long as I get back in time for SDC Round 1, I'm not really too fussed, but I'm going to have to go out and test the car with the 411 diff. And I think gearing's been one of the issues. If I'm running a tighter track, like, say, the infield at Driftland, the 411 diff is fine. But for running full outer, I could really use with a, what's it, a 354 is what I'm getting built. So I would have liked to have went out for my first test session and had that diff, but it's not going to happen, so I've just to kind of get on with it, don't I?
Get on with it! Yes, get on with it!
So do you play the game FR Legends? FR Legends is this indie game that you get in your phone, Android, iOS. And it's a drifting game. It's pretty cool. It's I used to play it, but I found that it was a bit too lifelike because you spent all your time trying to earn money to buy drift bits, and I just feel that it's a bit too close to home for me. So Driftland came up with this fantastic idea that they could copy Route C and make it in real life. So they made a layout around Driftland, basically like the full outer outside of the track, and a little bit the infield. And it's basically the real life FR Legends. I was a bit disappointed when the people that made FR Legends didn't pick up on it a bit and, you know, like, advertise it a bit, because it's a really cool idea. And this was going to be the first outing I was going to have, or the last outing before Round 1 at SDC, so I was looking forward to testing the car, but of course I didn't have the 3.6 diff, 3.6? 3.5 diff, 3.5 diff. I was still running the 411 and I wasn't sure how the gearing was going to work, and the weather was looking good, so I had a feeling I might have to use 4th if all was working right. But yeah, it was going to be a pretty cool event. So time to load up my shitload of tyres, my spares package, my drive shafts in case I broke a drive shaft, my tyre pumper upper, and of course my jacks and stands. Let's hit Driftland. That was me getting the chance to drive with Chris Shand. hopefully a name will pop up in the field vlog again sometime. I like driving with Chris. Also Stevie, managed to get a run with Stevie. Another name that will pop up is Craig Butterworth, which in his blue R32X IDC car, it's about 700 horsepower 2JZ. Of course Craig doesn't run it at 700 horsepower, he runs it at 500 horsepower low boost because, you know, he doesn't need 700 horsepower to beat everybody. If you're familiar to the fail vlog and you've seen a previous episode, you'll have seen Craig out in his grey R32 Skyline. Now, we couldn't understand what this little switch did in the back of his car, but hopefully this will shine some light on it. Hey! So this is a pretty cool layout. The weather was a bit changeable. It was a little bit rainy, a little bit dry, and all together it was pretty good driving the whole day. Flawless. Other than the gearing, I eventually got up to 4th and I was happy with it. This is probably the first time I run premium tyres in the car, so I shifted to a set of Falcon premium tyres, and oh my god, what a difference. I actually had grip coming off the line, and if I could slip the clutch right, I could get a really good launch off the line.
Hard to see setting off a grip today. And before I couldn't get off the line with those turbo tyres, now it's like you're gone. Banging the gears so quick though. See why you want to over. Yeah, it's like you're into 4th and you're inching off boost and the handbrake giving it a big clutch kick. Yeah, I'm the same in third though as well. I'm short shifting in third like. be cool. This football. Carbon fibre then. It really is like the veterans of Driftland, you know, like Amjed, Shan. I know. One of these guys have not seen out for ages.
All in all, I could really commend the event. It was pretty cool. Me personally, I was running it like a practice day. I was trying to run the different lines that you would expect in, like, say, a BDC event. I didn't want to get too much on people's doors because when it comes down to it, it's still a practice day, so you don't want to, like, end up crashing into people. Fair enough, like Stevie and Craig, I know they're driving, they know my driving, and I don't really worry so much about getting close with them. But I wouldn't want to go out with somebody and just end up crashing into them and, you know, cause an upset. I also got the chance to drive against Joe, who had this really cool little MX-5. He had to take this like little run up. He wasn't starting in the starting line. He had a little bit of a run up just to make sure he had maximum speed at entering the corner. Of course, Craig was just delighted about this.
Should be paired up with Stuart though, what's he doing?
I thought I was doing the right thing, giving him a bit of space. I thought, you know, like, give him a bit of space coming off the line. But the little bugger just smoked me, just destroyed me off the line, so I was playing catch up for the rest of the... So the day ended pretty well. I was happy enough with the results. The car was in one piece, it was working really well. I thought really well. Poor Stephen Black, he broke a gearbox. Need a comment from Stevie. Stevie, tell the internet what happened. No comment for Stevie, let's shit happens. I'm sure he'll turn it around pretty quick. He always does, our Stevie, and he'll be out at the next event with us. A bit of foreshadowing there, because timelines of fail vlog are pretty terrible. I already know what happens in the next one. Right, today we're doing something a little bit different. We're here, look at that, it's SB Body Tech, Stephen Black. So we're gonna go and see. I'm a little bit late. I'm running a little bit late and I don't have time to video it. No, that's how late I am. In fact, it's probably him messaging, find out where I am. We're gonna go and check out a BMW because we're gonna do the Driftland Bash. So let's go and see what he's up to.
Hello. Is he in there?
Hey, Stevie! I'm in the booth. What are you doing?
Blasting up a shitey all around over.
Masking up my shit.
Oh, we're on Pro307. Welcome to Pro307.
Say hello to the internet.
Hello, internet.
That's good enough. That's good enough. We're going to look at cars, so that's good enough.
Dude, the bucket. Really?
Look at these guys.
Really?
Can't see you.
Car's not wrecked after crash. We'll keep going.
Yeah, just keep using
We'll buy another
BMWs.
one.
Yeah, buy more
We'll buy another
BMWs. We're just going to buy heaps and heaps
Like
of
the cool kids all have missiles.
We're going to have the missile. So we're in Montrose somewhere, a certain location, and there's a BMW here somewhere. We're looking. It is that house. I told you there's. No, Stevie, would you like to say any last words?
Just for the record, I don't think we're going to get robbed and murdered, but just in case, yeah, I love you, Kerry. Bye.
Hi, Kerry. And yeah, this is I don't know where this is, but Craigo. Where the fuck's Craigo? Anyway, let's see how this does.
So he took the rear subframe. Yeah, I mean, it depends what you're doing.
Dogs, I love dogs. Always, everybody's got dogs. Awesome. What was that?
Just say, I can't believe I just bought 2 more drift cars in one day.
2 cars? Two cars? Two cars in one day. Two. And we didn't get murdered, which is always
We're still here.
Yeah, we're still here.
It's really cool actually, and he's got an Aladdin's cave full of S13 and S13 parts.
yeah, so we're cool with that. We're cool with that. So we're good with that. We're good with the BM. That's I suppose it's home time now, isn't it? Supper time?
Yeah, it's food time, I think.
Burnouts! Burnouts in the BM! The Civic! Burnouts in the Civic!
Yes, VTEC burnouts.
VTEC burnouts. Nah. So that's the fail vlog. Sorry I've kept you waiting for like, it's only taken me like 2 months to finish it. And I know you're probably sitting there just anxious, just waiting. When you're releasing the next fail vlog, Stuart? But yeah, sorry about that. Now I need to do some thank yous because I'm really bad for this. I'm really bad for like, I get given footage and I can't make the fail vlog without contributions from the likes of V Performance. I'll go to events and I won't get footage, I won't have time to film, and they'll like come out like, yo, we've got this video of you from outside, which is fantastic. It really gives me something to show you in the fail vlog. So thanks V Performance, thanks Paul and Big Dave and the whole crew. You guys really are a big help. Also, I need to say thank you to my sponsors. I need to say thank you to my sponsor Duthie Motors, who I go in and I use his machine to change tyres, which is a great help because without tyres I cannot compete in drift events. I rock up to his door usually at like just about closing time when he's really needing away and needing home after a long day's work, and I'm just like, hi. And then I can leave tyres with him sometimes and he'll change tyres. So thanks very much Duthie Motors, can't do it without you. Also thanks to JC Hydraulics, which is the company that I help run. Without them I couldn't do what I do either, so thank you very much. There is space in the car for more sponsorship, you know, if you want to just like give me some parts or give me some money, you know, I'm happy to accept. So many people just queuing up right now, I can actually hear them knocking at my door. Also a big thank you to you guys. Thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, it's free. What are you doing? It's nothing, not a bad thing. Just hit the subscribe button. I'm also on all the social medias. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. Check me out. I put up all my cool drift pictures. At this event, BZ Media was covering. He got some absolutely incredible shots. It's like upped my Instagram game completely. I realise I don't have much pictures of the car drifting, and after that this event, I had so much pictures of the car drifting. It was awesome. So thanks BZ Media. He's kind of a big deal at the moment. What else do I have to cover? No, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm working on the next one. It hopefully won't take 6 years to make. Catch you later.
I think YouTube's